See you when you walk, even when you talk.
On the fight night, you'll see if them come to fruition. Right now, it's the hard work, the grind in the gym, the everyday sort of work, and just keeping on top of it is what I'm doing right now.
What happens when a young lion, once defeated, returns hungrier, smarter, and more powerful than ever? That's exactly what fans are asking as Daniel Dubois prepares for his high-stakes rematch against unified heavyweight champion Oleksandr Usyk. This time, Dubois enters the ring after an intense and punishing training camp that shows he's not playing around. From new strategies and fierce sparring to mental sharpening, everything points toward a fighter seeking redemption. One thing's certain, this isn't the same Dubois we saw before. The first Dubois versus Usyk bout was billed as youth versus experience, raw power against refined technique. He appeared capable of doing the almost impossible for a few thrilling rounds, particularly in round 5 when he downed Usyk with a body shot that many thought was legal, but was actually judged a low blow. Fans were split after that incident, which caused controversy. Critics accused he of abandoning after he lost to Usyk's clinical finishing. However, that setback sparked a deeper part of him. This rematch is about more than just titles. It's about respect, redemption, and changing his narrative.
I think we've all seen a change. There's been something happened, definitely. The Daniel Dubois right now is a much better fighter than the one 3-4 years ago. Would you agree with that yourself?
Yeah, definitely.
But what's been the change? What's happened?
Growing up, we all have to grow up eventually, don't we? So, yeah, it's just been a journey from a boy to a man, you know, from the womb to the tomb, they say, and that's how it is.
As we dissect his training camp, Dubois is logging serious hours on the pads, working with trainers to fine-tune his timing and accuracy. Each session focuses on punch variety, sharp jabs, crisp hooks, and compact counters. He's drilling fluid combinations with movement, ensuring he doesn't remain a stationary target. The coaches replicate Usyk's rhythm, forcing Dubois to adjust on the fly. Defensive transitions after each combo are being emphasized to keep him tight and reactive. It's about building smart aggression, not just throwing leather.
Recover.
How's you looking in camp?
Best it's ever been. It's a different force now. It's the size of him, man, you know what I mean? He's ready to go.
Keep pushing. Let's go. Good. Right, let's go. Good. Let's go.
Most notably, Dubois' team has intensified his camp by bringing in a steady rotation of southpaw sparring partners, each trained to replicate Usyk's movement, angles, and relentless output. Every round is designed to simulate chaos, including fighting from behind, recovering while injured, and enduring the weariness of championship pressure. These sessions are anything but friendly. They are harsh, punishing battles that are meant to break Dubois down and force real-time adaptation. There are no shortcuts when it comes to building mental and physical toughness. Only complete immersion. Especially brutal are the body sparring drills, crafted to reinforce his core offense and toughen him for the war ahead.
That's a class jab. Next time you throw your right hand down, keep your lead hand higher. Class. That was class. Thinking.
As it is known, Dubois had trouble consistently determining his range in the first fight, but that is going to change. He has been honing his jab, making it more than just a measuring device. It is now a weapon to manage distance and upset rhythm. In addition, he's practicing explosive, compact step-ins to close the distance without going overboard, which is essential when up against a mover like Usyk. The body shots are still the major attraction, with Dubois delivering versions of the blow that almost won their first fight, now concealed behind deft maneuvers. And don't overlook the uppercut, a once overlooked weapon in his toolkit that's now being sharpened for use in close quarters and quick-fire counters.
This time round, I'm going to knock him out and I'm going to win. That's going to be the main difference from that first fight to this fight. That's going to be the main thing. I'm excited, but still got a lot of work to do before the 19th. So every day, we're getting chipping away, I guess. Right now, I ain't got too much to say. I'm just humble and ready to fight, ready to win, ready to shock the world and take all the belts.
Furthermore, on the heavy bag, Dubois is zeroing in on body attack and sustained power. Each round is handled as though it were a fight simulation. There are no wasted shots, only precise, methodical labor. He's pounding the bag with combinations that mirror his fight plan, especially those targeting the ribs and liver. The focus is also on conditioning, pushing through fatigue without losing form. Movement exercises in between combinations mimic the safe escape and closing distance. The heavy bag is where strategy turns into instinct, not just strength. Additionally, his strength and conditioning routine has gone to another level for this camp. He's building explosive power through compound lifts, medicine ball work, and plyometrics. Core strength is a top priority, reinforcing the base for body shots and clinch exchanges. High-intensity interval training ensures he maintains pace deep into the later rounds. Mobility and balance exercises help him stay grounded while absorbing or delivering shots. Every session is crafted to produce a stronger, more durable, and more explosive heavyweight.
That's it, up on your toes, Dan, get it high, get it high. Perfect. Good. Good. Over, swap them round, way you go, bit lively, Yuri, bit lively. 3, 2, 1, come on, Ed, way we go. Way we go, clock's running. Lean back into him, Dan, lean into him, good work.
So what can we expect when Daniel Dubois steps into the ring for the rematch? Expect a warrior who is sharper, more intelligent, and more composed after losing. He's improved his mental and physical game, and he's starting to put pressure on Usyk from the first bell, deliberately going at his body. It will take everything Dubois has, and then some, to defeat Usyk, who is still a master of his trade. A new Dubois is emerging, though. If this camp has shown us anything, there is no doubt that this rematch will be thrilling.
It wasn't the best version of myself. Whatever it wasn't the best version of Daniel Dubois and what Daniel Dubois brings to the sport. I can't, this time around it's gonna be totally different. I'm gonna win for a start, and we're gonna just change history. It's gonna be, all eyes are gonna be on this. This is the biggest fight in the world, and I'm so confident, and so happy. I can't. I'm living my dad's dream of me being a world champion right now, and I'm on fire. I can't be denied right now.
While we head towards fighters' exceptional careers, Oleksandr Usyk, the Ukrainian southpaw maestro, is one of the most technically gifted fighters of this generation. He became the undisputed cruiserweight champion in 2018, cleaning out the division with dominant wins over Murat Gassiev and Maris Briedis. Transitioning to heavyweight, Usyk defied doubters by outclassing Anthony Joshua twice to capture and defend the WBA, IBF, WBO, and IBO titles.
Then it's Derek Chisora. Great man. For me, it's all big test for a heavyweight. Then it's two-time Anthony Joshua. Thank you so much for this guy. Then it's my friend Greedy Belly. Yeah, big man. Now we will be boxing second time with Dubois. Listen, I love UK. I love UK people and my opponent.
Known for his footwork, ring IQ, and stamina, Usyk has remained unbeaten and continues to evolve. His most recent unification bout against Tyson Fury cemented his legacy as an all-time great. Usyk's calm demeanor and surgical precision make him one of the toughest puzzles in boxing. His fight IQ and championship experience are unmatched in today's heavyweight landscape.
Has he still got it? Can he still compete at the highest level? Eventually, that we hear the saying all the time, Father Time waits for no man.
Yeah.
You know, how many more times can he keep churning out performances, especially against a man who's on the form?
Do you know what he's got to prove? He's got to prove, and I don't believe this, by the way, but I know a lot of fans, and I get stopped all the time about that shot. Yeah. Is it low? Is it? He's got to prove that he can take whatever Daniel Dubois throws at him and basically get rid of him again.
On the other hand, Daniel Dubois, the British powerhouse, burst onto the professional scene with ferocious knockout power and a reputation as one of the most promising young heavyweights. Despite a setback against Joe Joyce, Dubois bounced back to capture the WBA regular heavyweight title and displayed mental fortitude and growth. His power, size, and youth continue to make him a dangerous threat to any elite fighter.
Our man here, Daniel Dubois, hasn't, but of recent has. So we've seen him do the wrong things in the past. We've seen him take a knee, whatever have you. But the best way to explain Daniel Dubois is he's a 27-year-old veteran. He's experienced everything the boxing can throw at him. He's been dropped, he's been down, he's been stopped, and he's found a way back. And he's now on the back of his biggest ever victories. He's on his best ever run. You know, the victory over AJ was something else.
In his 2023 fight against Usyk, Dubois controversially dropped him with a body shot that was ruled low, igniting widespread debate. Dubois showed grit, resilience, and a willingness to challenge a pound-for-pound star. Now more seasoned and technically improved, he's hungry to prove that night was no fluke. A rematch gives Dubois a chance to rewrite the narrative and settle unfinished business.
Do you believe that you perhaps have the momentum, the upper hand, just because of this run that you've been on? You know, been so busy. Frank Warren told us, you know, probably the most informed and busiest heavyweight in the whole division.
I'm glad I am, because it's prepared me for this, for getting back in there and, you know, becoming a new man. And what I've been through is just toughened me up. And now that I'm here, I'm really going to shake up the world again with another big performance, another huge bloodbath performance. I want it to be a war, so that's my mindset.
Moving towards Oleksandr Usyk's training camp, he is fully immersed in his training camp as the rematch with Daniel Dubois draws near. With only a few days left, every moment counts, and Usyk is approaching this challenge with his trademark focus and intensity. He is aware that Dubois has changed as a fighter, and that this battle will be quite different from their previous encounter. Furthermore, Usyk expects more resistance, more pressure, and a smarter, more determined opponent standing across the ring. That understanding is shaping every aspect of his preparation. He's working to stay sharp, efficient, and composed, knowing he'll need to be at his best to handle the threat Dubois now poses. Contrary to first bout, this time, the opponent cannot be underestimated. Usyk is aware of what is ahead. There is more to this rematch than a title defense. Answering his detractors, clearing up any uncertainty surrounding the first fight, and solidifying his place at the top of the heavyweight class are the goals. Additionally, Usyk embodies both the serenity of experience and the strain of expectancy. He understands that this fight is a turning point, not just another fight. He is focused on winning and being ready to demonstrate that skill, discipline, and poise are still the most important factors. The world will be watching, and Usyk intends to deliver a performance worthy of the stage.
This is exercise I don't like, but this is exercise make me strong.
As we delve further into this contest, renowned boxing analyst Teddy Atlas recently broke down the rematch and believes this time will be different. He described Daniel Dubois as a very different fighter now, pointing out that he has made great progress since losing to Usyk. Atlas claims that Dubois appears more confident, stronger, and sharper. Even though he still admires Usyk's abilities and fortitude, he pointed out that the champion may be getting older. He believes that Usyk might be slowing down just enough to offer Dubois a genuine chance to win.
Dubois has found himself. He's a different fighter. He's a different animal now. Anyone who thinks that it's the same fight, they're wrong. I can't go against Usyk. I can't. Because the guy, his greatest strength is he always finds a way to win. Always. The amateurs, Olympic gold, cruiserweights, unified heavyweights, goes to London, fights a bigger guy, fights him twice, beats him. Then he goes and fights a bigger guy again, fights him twice. Fury beats him. I mean, the guy knows how to, finds a way to win. He's special, but he's getting older.
Furthermore, Troy Deeney recently also weighed in on this much-anticipated clash, praising Daniel Dubois for his power and recent impressive performances. He acknowledged Dubois' momentum and confidence, but noted that it's hard to go against Oleksandr Usyk. According to Deeney, Usyk brings a level of skill and ring intelligence that few can truly comprehend. He believes this fight will be very different from their previous encounter. Ultimately, Deeney sees it as a compelling matchup that promises something new and unpredictable on fight night.
I think he can do it, but I just can't bet against Usyk, mate. He's so good. And when you think, like, Daniel Dubois had a great run, but if we would have said 6 months ago, do you think Daniel Dubois beats Tyson Fury? I think we'd have said no. And I think most people would argue 50-50 with AJ. So when you think that Usyk's done both of those guys, it's very hard to bet against him. So obviously he's a big puncher, he's on a high. You'd expect Daniel Dubois to go in and have no fear. But I still think you've got to try and control that puzzle. and it's really interesting.
Moreover, Tony Bellew also commented on the rematch, recognizing Daniel Dubois' ascent and increasing danger. He congratulated Dubois on his progress and predicted that the young boxer will enter the ring with confidence. But once the bell rings, Bellew is adamant that confidence won't stay. With his skill and expertise, he believes Usyk will quickly break that momentum. Bellew predicted that Usyk will give Dubois another loss and demonstrate his supremacy once more.
I think Daniel Dubois is now coming to a different stage in his career, where he's understanding now of what needs to be done and what's at stake. I think he's shown that he can overcome difficult times in fights now. And I think the victory over Anthony Joshua is going to propel his confidence levels to an all-time high. So I think he's well in this fight. I think he's a super dangerous challenger. And he'll go into it with a lot of belief. But I believe that belief will get shrunk. As the rounds pass, and as the shots start getting landed on him, the questions will be asked of him again. Oleksandr Usyk will be victorious.
In the end, if you've made it this far, it's time to weigh in. Do you believe Daniel Dubois has what it takes to upset the odds, or is Oleksandr Usyk simply too slick, too smart, and too experienced to be beaten? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming full fight breakdown and predictions. The road to redemption is heating up fast, and Dubois looks more determined than ever to walk through fire to claim his moment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.